Whoop. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as Susan Temper would say. Welcome, welcome to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new to the channel, I am Mommy Lala. Welcome to Stashtember, day number 3. Right, so I'm so sorry for being so late. I actually meant to go live at my usual time, which is 9 p.m. Philippine time, but I my meeting went a little bit what do you call this, over, okay, than what was expected, because we had such an amazing time updating each other. Of course, I was updating one of my clients about the what do you call, what is happening about their kids with us in the center. And of course, since she was also a high school, oh no, not a high school but a college, okay, batchmate, so the conversation went longer than usual. So at any rate, thank you so much for joining me today. And of course, for this day, the topic is all about neglected backgrounds. So for those who are joining and probably does not know what is Stashtember, right? So for a lot of us, there are actually several of us. Like I know Beth has this regular collaboration and episodes where they actually smash their stash regularly, right? But for this one, it's the spirit of Stashtember is really a great one because it encourages and it's an opportunity for us to support, okay, the industry, our favorite manufacturers, creatives, as they launch new products, new releases, new lines, right? So if you can do that, please, this is very critical time in the industry where everybody, all the manufacturers, creatives, creators, they all need our support. But at the same time, I do understand that there are those like me who just have hoarded so much over the years. Okay, let it be there, right? So yes, we call this recovering hoarder. Okay, so I said, as I was going through my craft every day in August, I realized that I probably 3/4 of my stash I have never actually used, never touched, right? So I just like getting them, buying them, being gifted to me, but never really using them until I actually started doing content here on YouTube. And so I said, okay, might as well in the same spirit. Okay, but on the flip side of Stashtember is the Stashtember, where every day of each where every day in September, we will go through our stash and look for stamps that, might fit the particular prompt for the day. All right, so for this day, the prompt is, okay, neglected backgrounds. Choose a large stamp. Okay, hold on. I can't read. A large stamp you thought you'd use a lot. That's why you bought it. But you actually never did. So if that's something that you might have, I would love for you to join us. Okay, whether you post it as a photo, a finished product, you create a short, a video, go live with it, whatever it is, that don't forget to just put the hashtag Stashtember and hashtag Stashtember 2025, right? So we can inspire everybody to actually use up their old stash, so that if you buy a new set of stamps this September, you won't feel so bad because you actually use some of your old ones that you've never actually used as well. All right, so on that note, let's just say hi to everybody in the chat just first. Okay, hold on. I will just move this over there. And again, thank you so much. Despite me being late, you are here. Yes, Wims, thank you so much. Laurie, good morning, my friend. Of course, Laurie always wakes up early, and if she has time to say hi and hello to everyone, and sometimes even stay, she does. Thank you so much, Laurie. And of course, Bitty Penny. Actually, Bitty Penny, before my meeting, Bitty Penny went live earlier in my time. So that's very early for her, and it's early afternoon in my time. And I was actually watching. So for today she created an art journal page, okay, and what do you call this? An art journal page. Yes. Okay. So if you want to check that out, you can get head and over to Bitty Penny. She actually goes live almost every day. Right? So, and that is perfect for us here in the Philippines because that time is about before we actually eat dinner. All right. So thank you so much, my friend, for dropping by. Okay. She's an awesome creator, artist. She also has a beautiful set of products on her store, bittypenny.com as well. So if this is the first time that you are seeing the people in the chat, my friends, I hope that you would go and try and visit their channels. Okay. I am sitting in that same boat with you, Lala, right? So Cedar made me realize as I went through all my stash, going through the different, from stamps to dies to stencils to papers to everything, because I was going through, helping new crafters, paper crafters, beginners in crafting to start. And as I went through all of those, I realized, oh my goodness, it's really high time that in 2026, it should be a no-buy for me. For me, okay? Because my friends, okay, I just really have so much stuff. And I said that if at the end of 2026, I still have not used whatever it is I have not used, those things I can finally say, and I think I'll be okay with it, to either let them go, okay, find them new homes, or destash, or whatever it is. Right? But they need to be used. Hi, Queen Bee! Happy September, Miss Queen Bee of Central California. Thank you so much, Miss Queen Bee, for dropping by and saying hi as well. Hi, Jaden! All right. So let us start. Okay, so again, what do you call this? Background stamps. So background stamps normally would cover the whole stamp, okay? The whole stamp, the whole card, okay? So we normally work with an A2 size card or a 5x7. So background cards normally are quite bigger than the usual. So these are some of the background. See, it has actually, look, it has warped because it has been stored for so long. Okay, I don't know what happened here. It kind of warped, maybe moisture and then heat and whatever. All right, so I have here, okay, some Pink Fresh and some MFT stamps, okay, background stamps. So I knew that background stamps are perfect because if you have a background stamp, then you actually do not need to buy, say, our paper, right? Sometimes when you have a pattern paper, and what if you run out of the paper, right? So what will you do? Okay, so but with stamps, you can always, create and make one, again and again and again. And so I said, yes, so background stamps are perfect. They're a little bit pricier than your regular stamps because, of course, they're quite bigger, right? But then I realized as I was going through my stash that I think this one I used once or twice. Okay. Same with this, because I think I had an episode where I actually used them. But this two, I feel I really have not. Okay. So it is a choice between this and this. All right. So friends, just like usual, as you know me, okay, I let you guys decide the difficult part and I just create, right? So which one do you want me to use as a background stamp today? This, or do you want me to use both? All right. Okay, so you're on the low buy for the rest of 2025. That's good, right? So very realistic. You know how it is from this point on, September to the end of the year, so many beautiful releases. So I said the only thing that I'm going to buy absolutely are at least, okay, at most 2 advent calendars because it's for content for December, right? Otherwise, I really am not gonna buy anything until I make a substantial dent onto what I actually have. Buying is, it's not bad. So, hats off to those who can actually declutter and, remove the, give away or destash their items because, that Marie Kondo method doesn't work with me, because if anything I hold in my craft room gives me joy, and so nothing will be able to be let go, right? So but rather than that is that I need to come up with projects with them now, because the reason I got them, because I like them, right? I really love them. Somehow, one way or the other, I felt that I needed it, I wanted it, so I had it. So I'll give myself grace and give myself time to actually use them. But if after a year, at the end of 2026, everything that I have not used, they have to say bye-bye. And at that point, I feel I'm gonna be okay, because I've given myself enough time, ample time, which wherein I'm going to be very intentional, right? So it's a different thing this time around. All right, so are we gonna use both or just one, my friends? Okay. I'm still recovering from a bit of from the flu, so pardon me if I actually cough every now and then. Queen Bee's vote is this one. Okay, the one on the left. Good luck with the new employee. Is the new employee? Oh, BTP. All right, have a great day, my friend. It was a very wonderful live stream. Okay, again, check out my dear friend Bitty Penny. She does almost a daily live. Okay, Laurie goes for both. Okay. And we have Linda. Kamusta? Mabuti. Better. Okay, so before, when I got sick, my issue was my throat was very painful. I had body aches, I had fever. Now that everything is okay, I'm back. Now the coughing is my issue. Right? So it's like, so hopefully by next week, even the coughing is gone. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, so this is called the framework background. And this is called the dots. Something dots. Okay, hold on, because I can't do something up dots background. I cannot read because there's something written onto that one. All right, so it's from MFT in honor of one of my dear favorite, stamp manufacturer and die manufacturer and store, MFT. Thank you so much for the many, many products and items that you have created for the community. All right, so this one, okay, is a cling stamp. Okay, so you can see it's so clean because it has never been used. Right? Okay, so we will just use this one. Okay, so the nice thing is that, okay, so according to you guys, let us vote. I am all my iPads are all right. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing is go get some possible card front. Okay, as I go through. Sorry guys, there's really just like yesterday. I'm still trying to catch up with all the work I've missed. That's why I still had a late night meeting. So I am just going to, cut some. It's okay. It's very easy to cut some card bases. Okay, card tops anyway. That we can use. Maybe let's do 4. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, so it's a good thing that, I've actually Did you see my shorts today? Yes, I actually cleaned. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of an embossing. All right, there you go. Tighter shot. All right. So let's use this Versamark Dazzle. Gosh, even this one I have not used for quite a while. So actually no need to ink. Okay, but before we mean the whole thing because it's just a A2 size card. But before we actually do that, I forgot that I actually need to, put some anti-static powder onto my papers so that, okay. All right. So maybe you're asking, why did she put the, what do you call this? The rubber stamp onto the sticky mat. Same thing. Because I wasn't thinking. See? All right. So instead of the card, I placed the sticky mat. Ha ha ha. Anyways. You guys was like, what is Lala doing? All right. There you go. It's Burr-month. Yes, Linda, it's the Burr-month. Yes. So in the Philippines, okay, we have this artist, okay? He's what do you call this? He's what do you call that? Songwriter. There you go. He's a songwriter and a singer, and he is known for, his beautiful Christmas album. Okay, Christmas in Your Heart. Okay, his name is Jose Marichan, and every time that September comes in, they would put out, pictures of him peeking like that. Okay, that simply means when you see Jose Marichan's photos on social media, on TV, in the mall, wherever, it means that it's actually the start of Christmas, right? So it's our unofficial Christmas season. Oops. I think I moved. Okay. Okay. I moved. Let's see if we can replicate that. If not, we will have to start again. So if you go to the malls, and then some houses like mine, so we have started decorating for Christmas. Yes, right. It's a different thing when you prepare cards during Christmas in July, but to actually start decorating, hear Christmas songs being, being sung or played in public venues. Yeah, I know that's a difference. It does happen here. Okay, still I have not. Okay, it really moved. Okay, since this is quite thick, I have to remove it. Okay, so we just really have to put a, where's my washi? Okay, because this is quite big. So I'll just have to do a 5.20, 5.25 by 4 for my card top. Okay, because I had to remove the sticky mat because this is quite thick. Okay, so I couldn't go over it twice because it was not falling exactly on to this side. Okay, because it was too thick with the sticky mat on. I had to remove that. Okay. Okay, so this is my Versamark apple. All right, there we go. Okay, how about you? What background stamp have you bought in the past thinking that you just had to have that background stamp because you wanted to create so many out of it, but in the end you never really got to use it? Okay, so this one, I said I wanted this kinds of the flowers and geometric backgrounds because I felt that they're more versatile. It's like you can use it for different kinds of events and occasions, stuff like that, right? So I said, okay, so that's the one that I'm gonna invest in because it's gonna be very useful for different kinds of events and stuff. All right, so there you go. Okay, so there's some part over here still, okay, that I need to go over with. Of course, you know how it is when it's a new stamp. Okay, so sometimes oftentimes you need a little bit of conditioning. So, and I did not, right? So it does just need a little bit of. Because if you prime it or condition it, because from the manufacturing process, there's a little bit of like a plastic coating, okay, that makes it a little bit difficult for inks to actually stick to it. All right, so there you go. And then we will, okay, what do I want? This one. Okay. Okay. There's this. Dirt from my okay, so this is a distress embossing glaze. So it has a very retro kind of feel, right? So retro vibe. Oh, there's this part over there. Let's just go over that again. There, that's better. Okay, let me grab my. Okay. And let's redo that. Okay, and let's hold on to that over here. Okay. Oop. Am I okay? Okay, hold on. There's that part that doesn't seem to be very perfect. Hold on, my friend. Where's my heat gun? My goodness. I thought I didn't have a heat gun like hold on, my friends. Hold on, hold on. Where is my extension cord? Okay. But before we start doing that, let's just okay. Okay, close. Okay. All right. Where is my tissue? Over on this side of my table. And I will just grab, clean. Okay. All right. Let us heat gun this thingy where it's this is what happens when you have no preparation. Okay, let me just see. My heat gun is okay, I had to entangle. All right, so let's remove this first. Okay, so that I can. Okay, and let's cover our. Okay, this is the distress glaze that I used. Oh my goodness. The wires. The wires touched the card base. Don't you worry. I'll make another one. Okay. It's like, because I am not prepared. I don't know where everything is. Okay. Now I know where it is. Okay, let's mute. All right. Ow. Okay. So that is the beautiful background. Okay, if only it would. There you go. Do you see the part where the wire actually accidentally touched it? So we're gonna try another one. Okay. I didn't realize that this is such a beautiful. I actually really like it. Okay, so let me just go and look for my. Okay. There is normally this one over there, but it's too thick. Okay, so I'm not using it. I am using instead, okay, washi tape to hold it in place. I don't want to put it under because it's gonna make a dent. So I'm just basically going to just trim off a little bit of the edges of this one rather than, trim it off. I mean, put it under because I don't want it to have an indentation. Okay, so let us do it again. And this time, hopefully make a better one out of it, and then we'll do the other one. Okay. So if you actually created something for day number 1 and day number 2, okay, did you, okay, or have you shared any on your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube video, whatever it is? Okay, I hope that you would share it with us. Oh, Wims is crafting with us. I think Wims is doing days 2 and 3, if ever. Oh yes, Wims, definitely, right? So if there is no background stamp that you have not used yet, but yes, probably this is the time that you can actually make use of it more than the once or twice. Oh no, Susan, probably you just didn't get it because I really just posted it. I was late. I am really late. So I think it's not YouTube's fault, my friend. It is me. It's my fault. How are you doing? From Lori. Trying to get ready for family weekend for my son's school. What craft supplies am I packing? We'd be interested to know. We would be very interested to know, my friend. And how about you, Laurie? I hope, a lot of us actually in the crafting community somehow have been getting sick. I don't know, maybe is it because of the transition of the season, right? Or have we been overworking ourselves in terms of trying to balance off our crafting and our, other roles in life, right? So some people say that when you retire, okay, so some of us are actually retired, that you have more time, okay, but somehow, in the end, not really, because there are still many other things that needs to be, done as well. Okay, so that's the sad thing, right? So since I remove, okay, the what do you call the sticky mat? So the what do you call this? So my card top is actually on top of, this stamp wheel that doesn't have any more. I should have. I actually have a small one like this, but it's not for an A2, so it's not going to work anyway, because stamps normally create a better impression if the bottom of your paper or underneath your paper you have something of a rubber like or a material where it can make a little bit of a give but not too squishy, right? So how why is she doing like that so many times? Because I have very little force on my hands, my dear friends, right? So there you go. Let's not go for perfection anymore because we might be here till midnight. Okay, let's try to finish this as fast as I can because guys, maybe it's just your lunch break or something. All right, so let's try to do this one again. All right, so I just really like this one. Is a distress glaze hickory smoke. Okay, a hickory smoke. So it's not too black, so it's more of like a gray. So it can be used for a lot of themes. Okay, normally I would use Okay. What happened here? Okay, so maybe I did not put enough anti-static powder over there. It's okay. Anyway, the edges will be cut off anyway. All right. So let's put this back in the... Okay, so for those who are new, okay, so what am I doing? This is me heat embossing the image that my background stamp created, okay, using the big background stamp. Okay, so the background stamp is actually normally bigger than your regular A2 size card. So if you are in the US or here in the Philippines, okay, so most of the time that's the kind of card that we actually use. If you're in the in Europe or in the UK, your standard I think is a little bit bigger. Okay, probably a 5x7 like that, right? So whatever it is, okay, size it. So the background stamps normally are bigger, so it would fit almost any card. Okay, so there you go, and I'll just put back, okay, the stamp. Right. And let us heat this. Okay, I'll just mute this a bit. here the different prompts for 30 days. Okay, it's on my Facebook page, Mommy Guide Inc. And today is actually neglected background. So a large stamp you thought you'd use a lot but actually never did. So if you don't have a lot, but then probably you haven't used it as much as you want. Oh, okay. Do I have sound now? Okay, I hope so. And I see some people in the chat and I'm excited to see. Oh, sorry to hear that, Lori. Yeah, Lori, sometimes in my case, there are good days, there are bad days. No sound! How about now? Still no sound? Good morning, sire! Hi, Yvette! No, you're fine. Guys, can you hear me now? How was the party, Yvette? Yeah, she can't stay long though because she has doctor's appointment today. Yes. Okay. Hi, sweet Janet. Can you guys... No sound yet? Okay. All right. I actually intentionally muted me when I was... what do you call this? Heat embossing so that it won't be too loud. Okay, so it was intentional, my friends, because I was heat embossing with the heat gun on. So Sire, hello, and Janet, hello, Yvette prayers. Okay, a few seconds. All right, just prayed for Yvette for the results of her doctor's appointment and lab results today. Hi you all. Hi Janet. Okay. Whew. Party was wonderful. My littlest princess is too. Oh, time flies by so fast, right? All right. I'll also keep Lori, Susan, okay, Yvette in my prayers this week, as our dear friends. And please do also keep me in your prayers. I'm still not 100%. I'm still going through the effects of this flu. Hopefully it isn't COVID. It wasn't COVID, but I really need to go out tomorrow already. So all right. Yes. So let's all pray for everyone to feel better, as we when the Burr months start to come in here in the Philippines, right? So we start celebrating Christmas, and bonuses get to start to roll in every month for some, because some have 15th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th month bonuses, some. All right. And then since there's so many parties, it's like every group that you are part of is going to have a party, right? So your high school friends, your college friends, your crafty friends from here and there, and then family. It's like a non-stop. All the weekends are going to be filled with family reunions, friends. It's all Christmas party, right? So it makes sense that we need to fortify ourselves in terms of, so that we won't get, we have the energy and the stamina and the strength to be with a lot of people in a crowd, and at the same time, not get sick. All right. So there you go. Whoop. I think this is let's grab a new one. Tacos were delicious. Now I'm getting hungry because I actually ate dinner early because I knew I was gonna have a meeting. And then while I was preparing, I couldn't. I don't know if you know what. It's like sausage. It's called longanisa, and somehow, my nanny overcooked it to the point that it actually burned. So I was eating burned longanisa. But it's okay. So right now I'm actually pretty hungry already. So what happened to my embossing powder? It has like solidified like a rock. Okay, there you go. So when Yvette said yummy, delicious taco, now I'm hungry. I actually want some kind of a burger. Oh my goodness, what was that? See, it's... Alright, there you go. Okay, we have to... It has turned into... Did I actually... Yes, you did see me put anti-static powder, right? But I feel that... Why is there so many unwanted... Okay. Let's see if I can figure out a way. I feel I cannot, because if I try, I'm gonna ruin it. Well, there are days and there are days. Okay, let's just see. Oh, see? Even, is this embossing powder expired? Okay, let's put it back again. So even my embossing powder, because look at that. It's almost full to the brim. Okay, so maybe it's saying you haven't used me. Did you see that? Things are not going my way today, my friends. Oh yeah. Just have to scoop that away later. It's not going my way. It's okay. That's enough. I give up. Give up on trying to create something perfect. That ain't gonna happen today, my friends. Alright, so we'll just scoop the rest of this back onto our filter paper. Put it back in, like so. All right. Okay, and then the rest I will just... What am I doing? Okay. I will just... Okay, with a dry, I'll just snuck this underneath my glass mat and just... Okay, push everything towards it like so. It's easier. All right, and then we will just put everything back in its container. All right, there you go. When things ain't happening. What is it? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. When life gives you lemons, crafters, make what? Perfectly imperfect cards. And that's just fine. Actually, another purpose or another use for, as I was like preparing, I realized, you could also use your background stamps for art journaling. I actually saw, if you have not checked out Bitty Penny's latest live stream a while ago. She did have that episode where she created actually an art journal. So she used several of her stamps and said, that's a great way to actually use your stamps, right? So before I actually forget that I need to hit emboss this, I will. Okay, so put the paper under the side of the mat and scrape it onto it. Yes, Susan, that's what we did. Bye, Yvette. Take care, my friend. Yes, and I'll message you. Prayers, my friend. Yes. Diet, exercise. Let's all go for a healthier, a more balanced 2026 and probably last quarter of 2025. I feel that this 2025, I have not really, it was quite okay. The beginning of the year, my son and I we would go walking. We would go walking every other day. Just 7,000 to 10,000 steps each time. But then, I don't know what happened. A lot of things happened and I just stopped. And now I feel I'm very sluggish because I actually don't have any form of exercise. And as crafters, normally, now I'm standing. Whenever I go live, I actually craft while standing up. Okay. By the way, if Sire is still here, are you done with your collaboration with Irene? Is that done? Did I miss it? I know that Irene and Sire is gonna go live with Irene's newest. Have you seen that? Like a quarter of an hour, one card, or something like that. It's so cute. It's so nice. I love the concept. Okay, I think there is really something wrong with my embossing powder. Anyway, it's been there for a long, long while. Okay, sorry about the sound, my friends. Okay, I did not mute it this time, so I hope you guys are okay with it. Ugh, that was loud. Make lemonades! Yes, Jaden, right? So there's actually a K-drama, right? So something about lemonades. When life... I forgot. Brain fog. Okay, for you, those who are in the Philippines and you know what it is I'm saying, help me. Help. All right, so these are the two, background dies. Imperfectly stamped. If you can see the imperfections, your eyes are good. Okay, more visible in this one because this part. So no worries because we can easily cover it up with something to put on top. But both are very, very pretty. All right. So, and I think that's why if you're asking what I use, this one is from MFT. Actually, both are from MFT. Yeah, just put the cover for it because these are rubber cling dies, right? So there you go. Okay. All right. What am I gonna do? I have no idea because I came here with no preparations, and that's fine. Because crafting is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to make us stressed. So whatever, what's that song? Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. Que sera, sera. All right, there you go. All right, so as I mentioned, we're gonna cut it off, trim off those imperfections. Okay, maybe, so this one's gonna be just 5 and a 3. 0.75. Okay, so we've trimmed off. Okay, so now it's perfect, right? Okay, and then this one, the same. Okay, so let's make this into a 5. Is it Jaden that's here in the Philippines right now? Gosh, my brain fog. Okay, 5 by 75. All right, there you go. Oh, do you see that? It's wonky. And I can see it. So I cannot. Okay, we have to trim that off. All right. So since we heat embossed it, all right, so we can actually, I just want to clean it a little bit. I can still feel some specks of, embossing powder on my table. Okay. And you know how it is. I want it really, really clean. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, so let's create the 2 cards together. Okay, so I am thinking, what do I want cards to look like? What will the theme be? All right, so as I'm going through some of the stuff I have here on the sides. Okay, hold on. Let me just pull one of my cards here. Okay, so I can easily just grab through. Okay, the stash. Okay, these are some of my things that I have, what do you call this? Foiled during one of our, because I feel that this is kind of very retro looking. It's like perfect for like retro summer look, right? So will that be that one, or because it's no longer summer, so we could probably do I think I like this one. This one I like. This I feel is perfect for this card. All right, so just a very simple card. That's the nice thing about when you have a kind of a very busy background. You don't really need to put so many things on top of it. Okay, so let me just grab a perfect background for it. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then for this one, are we gonna use the same? Is it also gonna be sunglasses? Maybe we're gonna do this one, or create a different kind of. They're the same glasses. I want to use a different kind. That doesn't look fine with that one. Let's probably use this one. Okay, and come up with a different sentiment. Would probably cover up the boo-boo of the heat embossing for that one with that. Okay, so I'm just going through whatever I grab first. Okay, or we could actually just use one for that and use this one for this. Oh, I think I like that. All right, so we are gonna use some of this, one of the glasses from this one. Okay, so again, as I said, when I do something, I normally do it in multiples. So if I have use, or if I have need for extra, I can actually, just grab one and use it. All right, so this was something that I foiled like earlier in the year. Okay, in preparation for one of our hops for Crafty Krita. Oh, by the way, thank you so much, Crafty Krita. I actually received a happy mail from Crafty Krita. Okay, just the other day. So watch out for the awesome unboxing and at the same time super sponsor hop for Crafty Krita for Kendra's Card Challenge 19 this month. I'm super excited to actually do that one. And you know what? One of the things that you can actually do with this one is, since remember we heat embossed this, if this were like mixed media paper or watercolor paper, I actually could add watercolor onto that. I could ink this, right? Or I could even alcohol ink some of the circles. I'll do that later. I'll show you. Just grab some card bases. Okay, so for this one. Okay, and then this one we will. Okay, I just feel some of these are actually still. Okay. I will. Remember we did this. Oh, Yvette is gone. This would have been nice if we could have shown Yvette. Yvette did an episode earlier in August, or was it the latter part of August? Yeah, where she played around with her spellbinders seal kit as well. But mine is not spellbinders though, but it was nice to actually revisit wax seals during SIDA. So what could WIMS be doing, okay, for tonight's episode, right? So this one, a little bit, in honor of the start of the holiday season for me here. So it's like, goodbye summer, hello Christmas, where's fall? We skip fall. Whoop. All right, there you go. Okay, so again, this is from Crafty Krita. This was part of one of the hops we did in I think it was for Kendra's Card Challenge 18. Okay, so our first hop for Crafty Krita for KCC 19 is going to be in a few weeks. I think next week actually, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of Kendra's Card Challenge, we're going to be having this weekend, right? So on the 7th, the live stream hop for the month of September. So if you actually submitted an entry for any of the challenges for Kendra's Card Challenge 19, be sure to watch that hop because Kendra is actually going to announce the winners. And she is going to start this live stream hop that we have, okay, this September. So Kendra's Card Challenge 19 is a card making challenge where you can create up to 15 awesome cards most of the time from just 6 pieces of 6x6 pattern paper. All right, so for this month, our feature, the one we will be featuring is actually bonus printables. And I'm going to be working with the bonus printable for September, which is actually Halloween themed, right? So there you go. So who is in the chat who loves Halloween, right? Do you love Halloween, my friends? Are you into the Halloween celebration? All right. You are, put it in the chat. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Jaden. All right. So this is a very good drama. It's called K drama. When life gives you tangerines, K drama. It's like 3 generations of hardship, but then you realize, that's how life is, right? So you sink, you swim, you have choices, you have options. Okay, bye, Laurie. Thank you so much again, my friend, for dropping by. And I hope that you feel better soon, my friend. Okay, I've been also down for several days. I hope you feel better. Love this idea for Stashtember. I'll run for day 1 to 3, hopefully tomorrow. Yes, Jaden, absolutely. And again, as I said, this is not meant to be stressful. This is meant to, let's have fun. And in doing so, if you cannot, for whatever reason, you're busy, you probably don't feel like crafting, no worries. You could watch others do it. Okay, now, if you want to actually do the whole 30 days, absolutely join us. If not, just do 1 or 2 or 3 or how many, okay, that you can join, then that would absolutely be great. Again, it is just meant for you to help you, okay, go through your unused stamps. There are so many amazing stamps that we have probably bought over the years, but because there's just so many of them and then so little time, right? So we often forget about this beautiful, stamp sets that we actually bought in the past, or stamps that we actually bought in the past, but we have forgotten about them. Okay, so Stashtember would be the perfect time for you to actually pull them out, create something out of them, and who knows, they may now be part of your, go-to or products that you actually are going to be reaching out for the rest of the year. Liz, I miss you, my friend. Ola, how are you? Oh my goodness. Yes, I know you love Halloween. All right. Oh, Philippines, and you're staying up late just like salamat. I miss you, my goodness. Normally, I would join the list for Saturday crafting for, the least. I think my last craft roulette it was like my 4th or 5th, right? So yeah, I should catch up, right? I must. So how are you, Delise? Okay, are you over the separation anxiety? As we know that Yanka is off to college. Who knew? One time we were just working with, Bianca's scrapbook layout, I think earlier or last quarter of last year for Vlogmas, right? Now she's off to college. Oh my goodness. Amazing how time just flies by so fast. Okay, so now let's try. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna color. All right, let's do this. Oh, the thing though is these are not, I'm not sure if the paper that I used here to foil this are actually good for Copic coloring. But we will try our best. Okay, as I said, this is meant to be Delise. Maybe you want to join us, my friend. I know Delise is actually into so many other challenges as well. So I'm not sure if she can actually still do this. But we're doing Stashtember, my friend, where you just work with stamps, okay, that you have probably not used just yet, many years later. Right, so we do have prompts daily. Like today is a background stamp. Yes, the other day, the first day was forgotten. Okay, forgotten stamp. Okay, and then And then today is forgotten background stamps, right? So I think tomorrow it will be, what will tomorrow be? I think mini stamps. You know those tiny stamps in, like, I still have like the Hero Arts ones, the wooden stamp ones. What am I doing? You know what? I'll just color them in fully. Okay, then just layer in. I'm not sure if this paper though will blend. It's good for blending. We'll see. Sorry, my friends. The attack of the cough is back. And I think my son, my daughter, everyone in the house is already asleep. Sorry, my friends. I hate being sick. Sorry. Okay, 29. Whew. It's making me cry. I want to talk, but I can't because I'll start coughing. I haven't started Jaden on any new. Okay, I just finished the one about rugby, and then another almost done, the one about the lawyer. So I don't know what's next. That's what I do before I go to sleep, my friends. Of course, pray and then watch K-drama. I love K-drama. What's happening to this card? It'll survive. Sorry about not looking at the chat in a bit. My friend. Okay, yesterday we had Meg in the chat. Today we had Sire. Have Dalise. Dalise, are you going live today? Other than Saturday morning for me, so that's Friday evening for you, my friend. What other days do you actually go live? So if you have not checked out my dear friend Dalise, Vicky actually also has several videos up every now and then. All right. Oh, dried up. There you go. Okay, and then we will just put that over there. Here. Okay, and put some. At the rate I'm going, today is not the perfect day. Try out some difficult techniques as nothing seems to be going my way. So might as well just go for very basic. And there's nothing wrong with that, my friends. Not every card that we make every day needs to be like a masterpiece of some sort, right? Done is better than perfect. There you go. So don't stress yourself too much. Always trying to come up with a perfect card of some sort. There will be, like as Jaden said, when life gives you, let's quote the K-drama, tangerines. Because instead of lemonades, they like to eat tangerines, the family. There's something about the tangerine, I forgot. Oh, yeah, I know. They released that, right, Elise? The Halloween calendar, like an advent calendar. So it's like, what? How many? For 12 days? Excuse me. Is it 12 days, Elise, or 14 days? How many days is it supposed to be? There you go. Okay, let me see if we can come up with. And these are extras from our perhaps with the Justine's letterpress collection. Right, so you can just say, wishing you a beautiful day. And since this is already raised, we will just make this. I'm basically using everything I have here that I have done in the past. I'm just grabbing whatever it is. So that sometimes it's also nice to actually really what do you call that? Clean up, organize, because now I see everything. You know, as we were going through SIDA, every area that we went through had gotten cleaned up. And so even my carts are all organized. I can see all my sentiments. I can see all my ephemera. Everything is great. All right, so there you go. Wishing you a beautiful day. And what a beautiful day it is. That's why you have the shiny, shimmery glitter. And then you have here shine bright. Okay, so that one will probably just add a little bit of so I'm actually thinking instead of faux gems, we actually Let me see. Let me check first. What is the color of this? See? Why is it? Do you see that? What the? What the? It's YG01. It's correct. But why does it look like that? It's so off. Oh my goodness. Let's go for Wim's favorites. Let's go for some hoo. Okay, there you go. So how about making the outlines? Okay. Of, the circles beside it, like yellow, right? Bits and pieces. Flashes of yellow. There. There you go. Shine bright. Shine bright. Congratulations. No, shine bright. Just shine bright. That's enough. That's all we can do for tonight, my friends. I'll have to give it a rest. There are just some days. Let me see. Let me see. If I can, it's just a feeling of there's something missing. This one's okay. I'm okay with it. This one is, I don't know. I feel it lacks something. You tell me. Okay, probably. Okay, let me just go back to the chat because I've been ignoring you. Okay. Susan said, hey, Delise and Wims. Oh, sure. What do you want? Do you want me to hop onto your live? Tell me when, Delise. I'm okay. September is not very busy for me. Okay, October is gonna be, but September is fairly okay. So I'm G. All right, just tell me when, my friend. Halloween is okay for Susan. I actually struggle with Halloween, my friends, because here Halloween is really if you have like smaller kids, and my kids are already big, so it's not as exciting as when they were. And normally we don't give out Halloween cards, right? But I actually like, the decorating and stuff, not just the really gory, scary ones. I like the cute, ones. Yes, of course we will, Susan. Okay, Delise, when? Okay, it's so small. Let's go for this one. Okay, so for me, it was the only time my parents let me play outside the house with other kids in the neighborhood. I was a really sick kid. Oh, and then you probably couldn't eat all the candies then, Delise. I felt that welcome. Aww. Okay, let me see. Was that during okay. All right. Okay. I'm so behind, my friends. Not over at all, but better. Oh, thank you. I'm still working on getting my ankle better. Huh? I didn't even know you hurt your ankle, Delise. How did that happen? So that's why. What happened? Oh, I should, I'll message you. Oh, yes, I remember. Yes, Susan's actually headed off for family weekend for her son's school in a couple of days, Delise. Baby steps, yes, baby steps. Delise is, remember when we were in SIDA, we actually mentioned you, Delise, in Craft Every Day in August when we were in paper trimmers. We said that gelatin trimmers not to be used by our dear friend Delise, right? Because we don't want you to get hurt. Okay, I didn't know that you actually hurt your ankle. Oh, okay. So yours is in October. I have a lot of forgotten stamps. Exactly. So this Stashtember, Delise, is going to be like 30 days of different kinds of things you can do, and so that you could, grab those forgotten stamps. Tomorrow, by the way, day 4 is mini set madness. Okay, so on the topic, day 4 is mini set madness. Use one of those small stamp sets from a freebie or a kit, right? So in my case, it was actually part, you know how Hero Arts before would release those tiny stamps for like a special kit for, let's say, Christmas, for this and that. So I still have a lot of those that I have not used. So definitely that is going to be what I'm going to do tomorrow. Day 5 is going to be word art. Okay, so this is for the first week. So pull out a sentiment set that you haven't cracked open yet. Okay, so I think this is the part where Wims is gonna tie up days 2 and 5, I think, or days 1 and 5. And day 6 would be stamp stencil combo. Pair an unused stamp with any stencil you own. Okay, and day 7 is first finish. Finish one card or project with any unused stamp this week. So that will be the first week prompts. So if you want to see the full prompts for the whole month, it's on my Facebook page, on Mommy Guide Inc.'s Facebook page, and pinned onto that one. So please, if you are going to join us, don't forget to put the hashtag Stashtember or hashtag Stashtember 2025. There you go. Thank you, Delise. Yes, I will. So many pinks and reds. Yes, I organize them by colors, right? Okay, I go your Tuesday, my Monday. 3:30, 4:30. Delise, that's 4:30 a.m. My time. Can it be a little bit later? Maybe how about maybe before you go to dinner? Your 5 would be my 6. I'm G with that. But not 3:30. All right, let's message each other, my friend. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with I go your Tuesday. I'm okay on a Tuesday. This coming Tuesday. Absolutely. Okay, and that would be day number what? What is Tuesday? What is Tuesday? Tuesday is gonna be September the 9th. Okay, so the 9th is actually the prompt. The list is okay. So the prompt is birthday neglect. Use a birthday set that's been hiding, meaning you have not used a birthday stamp set. That will be day 9. That's my Tuesday and your Monday. So that's my Tuesday, your Monday. So it's holiday stash. Ink a holiday Christmas stamp you have never used. I am sure there will be something there, right? You're going to be working with day 8 and I'll be working on day 9. How's that? Okay? Oh, so the Halloween Spellbinders was 13 days. Oh, yeah. Like Friday the 13th, right? Yes. Done with day 2. Woot woot. All right. So Wims is done with day 2. Day 2 is actually an impulse buy, right? So you're supposed to use a stamp set you had to have instantly just because. And then you never actually used it. Right? So that was the prompt for day number 2. And you hope to finish day number 3 tonight. Awesome, Wims. But you do need to sleep, my friend. I know Wims, is a full-time mom, but at the same time, not full-time, but very hands-on mom. But she actually has a full-time job. And so this time of the day for us in the Philippines, between 10 to 12 or 1, is actually her me time. Right? So add bling to the shine bright. I actually didn't want to, but I do feel that, yes, Susan, we actually need it. And I feel that since I added, though, you know what? Susan, I think I realized something. Okay, I'll just finish that chat and then I'll go to, I think I know what's missing, Susan. Oh! This time? But aren't you in school? Oh, because you're on break because you hurt your ankle. All right. That's good then. Perfect, Elise. I'll send you the whole thing, right? So that you have a, what do you call this? A reference. Okay. My website is being, what do you call this? Under construction. I'm changing it. So hopefully by the start of the year, you will be able to access it again and everything will be there. Hi, Lisa. This is Polka Dot Mama on Instagram, my friends. Our dear friend Lisa. I broke my foot and sprained my ankle. Both of you. I haven't. My gosh. Sorry. Dalis, that sounds painful. Just the name, eversion sprain? Wow, my friend. I meant that is when I go live. Oh! Because I'm so way behind. All right. Okay, just to make things clear, because I made things confusing, the Liz is going to be joining me next week. Okay, Tuesday. All right. So Tuesday, the same time, 9 p.m. We're going to have a special episode for Stashtember. We're going to have Delise, okay, as she hopefully, is better every day, okay, as she recovers from this, awesome and sounds very painful sprain of hers. All right. And of course, her live is 3:30 p.m. Central. All right. There you go. Sorry, Delise. Oh, but if it's a sprain, it means it didn't break. But completely, but still, you yeah, you sprained it. But still very painful. How I wish I could join you guys. Oh, you know what? Actually, you can join right in your homes or you could join me here live. Just tell me in advance. All right. And I will make sure that, and you know what? I'm using Ecamm. Okay. So Ecamm has the functionality to actually bring in up to 10 people at a time. So if you are interested on any of the days and you want to join me, all right. So I was supposed to normally just, put out videos or shorts or whatever. But if there is somebody who's interested, right? And if it encourages you to join us, I would go live with you guys. All right. So just post on Mommy Guide Inc.'s Facebook page. I will create a post, all right, a new post, and then put there, okay, the dates if ever you do want to join Stashtember. See, this is a living organism of a challenge. Excuse me. Sorry, friends. It's like it's evolving as it, as we move along. All right. So while Susan was contemplating on what was missing, see, the thing is, I added that yellow thing, but then, look at my glasses. So I was thinking I would just color in all of the different circles, okay, and make them coordinate. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can still zoom this in further. All right, so let us go grab. Let's do red. Okay, so let's also do a red, orange, yellow, green, and a V. All right. All right. So let's do that. Okay. So since this is kind of like a rainbow, let's do the background. That's why I said there's kind of something missing in this one. Right? So, okay. So, but then I don't think we can do the transition like that anymore because I've splattered yellow everywhere. So, RGB. Okay. So let's do the kind of a purple. All right. You know what? I can't move because of this. Let's put it over here first. Don't fall. Let me just remove this paper trimmer out of the way so my markers can stay on the table. And then, what do you think? Am I gonna break this card? We'll see. So a splatter of like the rainbow colors onto those circles. This have been heat embossed, so definitely the colors will stay inside. Roy G. Go for what kind of a G? Oh, okay, this is darker green. Kind of a green. G. Roy G. Okay, let's see what this one comes out. What comes out of this one anyway? Roy G. Roy G. B. The B. All right. And then you have that Roy G. Now that is looking way better. Because when I just added the yellow, it's kind of like, AGB Roy R. The red. Where are you, red? Red. Where are my reds? Oh, there's red. Red. some space for orange. Okay, here also, that's all right, and let's go for orange. I said this is gonna be fast. There you go. Yeah, I ruined it. Mm. Forgot to put a red somewhere here. There you go. Roy G. Beef. Okay. So does that look better? What do you think, guys? Is that way better? Shannon! It made the card more alive. Right? So from like something missing. So thank you, Susan. Really, Susan has been super amazing from card craft every day in August. Every time that I am thinking of something, I couldn't remember what it was. Either Susan or Wims would be able to fill out the gaps, right? So brain fog, and I have like questions. They would give me awesome answers to it as well. So there you go. Okay, so these are again forgotten card backgrounds. Okay, card stamp backgrounds, and these were the ones we used. Okay, so we love backgrounds because it would supposedly help us lessen our what do you call this, the need to buy pattern paper, because we can make our own, right? And of course many other techniques that you can do, right? So you can ink, you can heat, you can stamp, you can do so many other techniques with the stamp. Okay, there you go. And this one is this is the dots. This is the one that's the dots, and this one is the framework background. So both are from MFT, my friend. And in fairness to these stamps, right? So they are perfectly okay. Okay, they have withstood the test of time. All right. So again, with that, I hope that I will see you. Sorry for starting out quite late today because I had a meeting that went a little bit overtime. Right? But yes, thank you so much. Yes, you all are And I'm sorry, Denise, I didn't know you got hurt, my friend. Mwah, 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 mwah. Right? So, yes, I will see you. And you guys are going to see Denise next week here live with me. All right? So, I will definitely message Denise after this so that we can set up that live stream with her. Oh, yes, absolutely. You know, I miss the queens, crafty queens. How are the crafty queens? Right? So that's Gaz, Dalise, and of course our dear friend Jay. Oh, by the way, Jay and I are actually going to be doing our usual planner episode, but we will incorporate Stashtember, okay, for whatever day that we actually do that. Right? So I miss you all, and I'm so happy. Me too, Denise. I'm so excited for that as well. Thank you so much, right? So from blah to yay, right? Thank you so much, my friends, for making my, actually when I started the list, everything was going bonkers, right? So my embossing powders, since they were old, were not sticking properly. My heat gun is not working properly, right? So there are a lot of issues in the beginning, but in the end, yeah, it doesn't matter because Stashtember is meant to be fun, right? So nothing can blow our bubble. Not blow, burst our bubble. Busy, busy, busy. All right. So again, thank you so much and see you again, guys, tomorrow. Okay, but before we actually do that, please don't forget to like. Yes, please don't forget to like this video. And if you are not yet, okay, hold on. If you have not yet hit that notification bell, please don't forget to do so. Because this bell, okay, right over there beside the Mommy Guide Ink, okay, on the other side actually would help you. Okay, make sure that you are here whenever, or you will hopefully be able to come whenever we have a new video, shorts, or a live stream up. And of course, share! Sharing is caring, my friends. Yes, all right. And of course, subscribe. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel and you like something like this, okay, please do so because we do a lot of paper crafting here, and of course talk about food and stuff. And thank you so much for telling me that I'm on mute. All right. Oh my gosh. Yes, so Wims finished days 2 and 3 tonight. Woohoo! Okay, let me get you that. There you go. Woo! All right, confetti, confetti. Congratulations, Wims, and congratulations as well to those who probably joined us. Okay, whether just by watching or creating something, please don't forget to actually use the hashtag Stashtember or hashtag Stashtember 2025. Awesome! Yes, love those little signs. Yes, Delise, actually it is Matt Haas who gave me this, right? So Matt Haas is truly awesome. So again, thank you for telling me many times today that I was on mute. And with that, see you again tomorrow for another. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not supposed to go live every day. All right, but who knows? So you better make sure that you are actually notified. Because you know what? It's easier to just go live rather than me take a video and then I will edit and then I will upload. Right? It's easier. But let's see what happens because tomorrow is another busy day. So most probably, I might probably just go live again rather than an edited video. But definitely next week, we have Delise with us. All right, with that, thank you so much, my friends. Have a great rest of the day. It's lunchtime. Don't forget to eat your lunch. Delise, be careful, my friend. All right? Stay away from Caesars and guillotines and watch your step. All right? With that, thank you, friends. Bye. Love you all.